Welcome back, everybody, to the Maine State Championships. This is part of the Silver Series for the Disc Golf Pro Tour. We're in New Gloucester, Maine at Pineland Farms, playing the Patriot layout. We are now on the back nine. Jessica Weese is in the lead at even, Allison Haggett at 2 over, and myself, Sarah Hokom, and Nicole Dionisio at 3 over, looking to make a move on these wooded holes here on the backside.
Here we are starting out on the back nine on hole 10. This is a par 4, and it's 546 feet. And this is definitely by far one of the tougher holes out here. It plays all uphill, and it's just trees everywhere. And then once you get up to the top of this hill, you have to throw it over another hill to a blind basket. So it's a pretty tricky green also.
I think this is birdieable hole. You can get the distance off the tee and then navigate all of these little spindle trees to the pin.
You have to get the distance off the tee, definitely, to get the birdie. Here's Jessica Weese with that turn. And she absolutely crushes one here. This is by far one of the furthest shots I've seen.
All the way to, speaking of birdie opportunities, all the way to the road.
That's birdie opportunity.
That is in great position.
I went with my Shrike, and I just didn't turn it over enough and put myself down the hill a little bit, but should be able to get up and down.
I'm throwing a flippy trace, looking to navigate those central woods.
Yeah, you put it right up there where I like to flick mine. You get it right in those trees.
There's an opportunity there.
Yeah. Here's Allie going with her Faro.
Gets a nice turn. And all the way up, almost to the edge of the woods.
Yeah, she's got a good drive. I got a tricky shot here. I'm flicking a Roadrunner just to try to get it up there a little bit and just turned it over a little bit. Allie looks like she's going with her Faro again and just threw it down into the ground a little bit, but she should be able to save a par.
I'm throwing a Vanish here, looking for a big turn with a little bit of finish. And I get a little turn and a lot of finish.
And a little tree hit just on top of it.
Let's do it. Give me them trees. Jess throwing her gator on an Anheuser. Beautiful shot.
Just got knocked down by that one tree. Allie going with the cohort. Puts herself just inside the circle. I'm going my Rhino. Just a little one step. Get about 15 feet from the basket.
Great shot. I'm a little bit blocked here. That's a spin. It's a kind of a flippy putter.
It was a good bid for it, though, with that tricky stance.
And Jess for birdie with the Sonic.
All over with it with that
so
Sonic.
Good.
Here's Allie with the Nexus Firefly.
Saving par. Bang, bang. Also saving the par.
Yep, I got lucky there.
That looked like a pretty skilled putt. Not really sure where the luck came in. And so, a bunch of pars. That's good on this hole. Nobody in our field ended up getting a birdie on this hole.
Yeah, I ended up getting a bogey there. That's what I thought. I think they missed one of my shots.
Oh, my bad.
No, that's okay. I was trying to give myself the par when you said it, but I was like, I don't think I did. Here we are in hole 11. It's 358 feet. It's a hyzer up the hill. If you can take that early gap over the rocks, that's the way to get the furthest shot there, but the safest shot is just to kind of go up the walkway.
That is a tiny gap on the left. I was debating at that gap myself, but it wasn't getting me to the pin, so I was like, nah, I'll take the big hole.
Yeah, I agree.
But I suppose as a par 3, if you got that booming backhand hyzer, that inside gap might be the right choice. Give you a long look.
Yeah, if you can punch it further enough straight up there, it is a good line. But
and you got these trees to navigate on the green. Jess with the turn does take the early gap. And that's pretty perfect.
Yeah, she showed us how to do it in that early line. That's just crushed right up there.
We'll see if she does that again on Sunday. I'm throwing a relay on a slight turn. Just trying to get it up the hill to give myself an easy shot up the left side.
Allie playing a little high as a shot up the hill. Just trying to get it up on the walkway, it looks like.
Comes in a little short. She's going to have some trees to navigate.
I'm going with my Pro Destroyer here. And just literally try to put it right where Sarah put her disc.
And
right
I
on
think
that
you almost
walkway.
hit my disc.
I might have. Here's Allie with the cohort approach.
Whoa. She split some trees and parked it.
Yeah, she was feeling it today.
Eagle.
That red eagle again. Like I said, I just need to stick with the eagles.
Leave it a little right, but
Yeah.
you're still looking at the basket.
Left it a little nose up.
Jess.
Trying that Sonic again.
Oh. Her stroke is
Really
looking real
trying.
smooth with that disc right now.
Really trying.
Yeah, she's got that
She's
thing
gonna-
dialed
she's
in.
Deadly. Speaking of deadly, how's that outside the circle putt feeling, Pickle?
It was
Pick.
it was feeling pretty good today.
Oh.
It was feeling pretty good today, luckily.
All the highlights are of your shots so far. Is it in?
Oh,
Snags. Oh, the outside
I was gonna
right
say,
chain.
that's the pickle wobble right there
Woo.
with the putter. The
toe tap. What up?
big toe tap.
They missed my shot, but I threw it to there, and now I got a par.
Sarah cleaning up that par. Allie also cleaning up the par.
And just super confident bag on putting right now.
Bag on,
What?
umbrella in one hand.
It's like what?
She
I
was
don't even
feeling
have
it.
to do normal. So a bunch of pars. Jessica Weese is still in the lead. Allison at 2, I'm at 3, and Pickles at 4.
I like being at the bottom of the box just to watch all you guys' shots first.
Get a read.
Here we are on hole 12. It's 393 feet, and it's off to the down to the right. It's a little dog leg to the right. Again, if you kind of stay on the path here, it's a good shot. But if you really want to try to get one to the basket, you kind of got to get greedy, and you got to fight in between these early trees here.
Seems like it plays like a par 3.5.
This is probably, yeah, they should probably move the tee pad back a little bit more, or change the basket placement and just make it a true par 4.
Yeah, I think that'd be this would be a great par 4 if they move the tee back. Fun hole to play though, even if the par isn't quite ideal.
I think Pineland's still trying to dial in their pars out here for being one of the newer courses in the state of Maine. Here's Jess with that Valkyrie.
Big turn.
You're not allowed to take any more distance, Bill.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she puts one way up there.
All of them.
She might be a circle 2.
Yeah, she's got the distance to get it up there.
Throwing a trace on a hyzer. Little bit farther right than I want, but should still be a relatively simple approach. Allison,
Just hits an early tree. She was
Early
trying to get that
tree.
distance I was talking about.
that's going to be a tough lie to get all the way up and down from.
I'm just hammering on my Pro Destroyer basically as hard as I can.
Hammer time, girl.
Yep, and I hit the line that I wanted to, luckily. Here's Allie with it.
Throwing a Mako 3 here, and
Yeah.
it is not acting like a 3. It is stable.
Yeah, that was a stable. Yeah, just did not want to turn over for her. And
With
that
the
little
approach.
that little stump gave me a little love right there. Just set me right down.
Throwing an envy on a little touch shot.
Yeah, I remember watching that one. That was just really perfect.
And Jess here with a putt for deuce.
She really wanted that one, I think.
Yeah, little extra adrenaline there.
Allie just doing her approach shot with that cohort again.
Now Jess to save her par.
She's going to go hyzer putt at it.
Mm-hmm.
She's always switching up between that hyzer and Annie putt. You never know what she's going to do.
Yeah, she's got a lot of different putting skills. It's great to see. Sometimes you have to have multiple angles.
Yeah. We're all tapping in our pars, and I think Allie's going to be tapping in
Just a single bogey after that
bogey.
early tree kick. And that kind of concludes the part of the woods that are really difficult to get birdies on. I feel like 8 through 12 are kind of almost unbirdieable holes.
Yeah, for the women, I totally agree. They're just a little too far for us.
But now we're getting into some birdie holes.
Yeah, these next couple ones you really want to get. You only get those few at the beginning, and you get a couple at near the end. This is hole 13. It's 277 feet. And you're usually playing like a straight shot right at it with a fairway driver or mid-range. Basket's going to be tucked down away, like right there behind the trees.
Which tree?
I mean, like 6 or 7 of them.
Just a couple.
Yeah, just a couple.
Very wooded, and the downhill part makes this shot real technical.
Yeah, it used to be a little bit more technical with that big tree in the middle, but it did get knocked down, so now it's a little bit more open.
Just throwing a coyote, looking for a little bit more turn, and throws it a little bit high. I'm throwing a relay on a hyzer, and it flipped on me, but still put me way down there, and I'll have a look for birdie.
Just outside circle for that birdie.
There's a little bit of wind on this hole, even in the woods.
Yep.
Eagle?
Eagle.
Eagle! Where are you going?
Yeah, I
Dang
thought
it.
about how easy the flick was here, and for some reason, I looked right at that tree and put it right there.
Allie. I think she's throwing a cohort.
Yeah, I think that was her cohort. I'm going Eagle again. Just try to get out down there. Weave a few trees.
Go, Eagle, go.
Yeah, I thought I threw that one in, actually. Needed a little bit more distance. Here's Allie with approach shot and just gets stumped a little right there. She's got a long putt to save her par.
Jess for 2. Oh, man, I thought that was in.
Yeah, that's Sonic. It's been all over there, the basket. Just needs to get in.
Allie to save her par. Bang, bang.
Big putt from Allie.
Here she is. Great finish. Willing it in there.
Yep.
Yeah, Firefly for the win. That feels good to make that putt.
Oh, yes. That's a good one. This is one of the holes you really don't want to be bogeying.
I've got this big tree in my way. I am trying to throw an Annie push putt, and hey, metal.
Metal
Go
again.
figure. Jess saving her par. And you are also saving your par. Wow, that eagle got way down there.
Yeah, definitely got lucky with that eagle. Weaved a few trees.
So no birdies from our card, but Courtney Cannon got this too.
Great birdie. This is one of the ones you definitely want to get.
So it's a par party on hole 13. Moving on to another birdie hole. I like this one.
Yeah, this is another good birdie hole. This is one of the ones you definitely want to get to. Hole 14, it's 291 feet. And it just tucked right there on a hill.
Pretty tight gap off the tee, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely tight gap, and you really got to have speed control with your disc so you're not putting it too far down that hill.
And then, of course, once again, we have elevation on the green, sloping one way or another, making lots of death putts out here. Like
this is definitely a challenging putting on all the holes.
Jess putting it up
forehand.
a little bit too far right.
Sarah going with the forehand also.
Throwing a shock here. Oh, I wondered what happened there.
Yeah.
Oh, that was going to be parked.
I
Well,
knew it was. I thought it was underneath the basket too, and then when we
Well,
walked up, it was a little bit away.
still a short putt, though.
Yeah, still birdie putt right there.
Destroyer?
No, that was my Firebird. I just left it nose up. I did not commit to the shot.
And Allison with a wombat hits the blocker tree.
Hits the one guardian tree. Here she goes with her cohort approach shot.
Looking good.
She's trying. Oh, she was trying to run it.
Man, deep.
Nice one, Allie.
She's got a long uphill putt
Go
now.
for it.
You're looking just straight down at the basket.
Sit.
Just going at the cameraman.
Yeah. Trying to hit
you
something.
And Allie.
Trying to hit something.
Just for two. Did you lay that up?
I'm pretty sure she was laying that one up.
Looked really tentative.
Here's Allie's save a par. Off the basket. I'm trying to save my par here.
A little bit of a misfire.
A little bit. So here's Sarah for her birdie.
I haven't had a birdie since hole 1, so I have this opportunity, and I am really trying to take advantage of it.
There it is.
Whew! I needed that one. For the bogey.
Taking a bogey. This is one of those holes, again, like we were saying earlier. You just kind of either want the birdie or par. Taking a bogey really hurts you on this one.
Yeah, and actually 5 out of the 8 women in the field took a bogey on that hole today, so you are not alone.
I guess the wind was really having trouble with everybody.
So Jessica Weese still in the lead. I am now only 2 behind, and then Allie is 4 off, and Pickle is 5 off.
Here we are at hole 15. This is hole 655 feet, and you really want to play something out wide to the left onto the hill, so it gives you a wide open look towards the basket, and the basket kind of plays down a hill, so you kind of got to play with speed control again. And this one, the winds were really swirly out there today, so it was really about reading the disc right.
Yeah, it was whipping through the fairway and really hard to feel from the tee pad.
Yeah, this tee pad's tucked away, so it's
See,
tough.
about halfway through the flight, my disc gets a big turn and ends up pretty far left, but still on the short grass.
Yeah, you're up on that hill.
Just going with her turn. Plays the wind pretty well. Throws it a little bit low, but I think she's in good position to go for a birdie.
Yeah, she got some good ground play there. I'm going with my Shrike here. I'm just trying to get it up the hill. Keep it flat.
Nice. Great position.
Here's Allie with her Emperor. She left it a little high, but I think she's trying to do the same. Just get it up on that hill so you can kind of look at the basket.
Now with her Pharaoh, looking for some turn. But man, that wind just kind of pushes it. So she's got some work to do to save the par. I'm throwing a trace into the headwind, sneaking around that left side, which is probably not the preferred route, but I get a really nice skip to the about 10 feet.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
Outside of circle 1. Pickle with the Destroyer.
Yeah, that wind. It was just
Low, nose
that
down.
headwind. Yeah, and a little right to left. I didn't read the wind right and just threw it right into the ground.
Jess with her Glow Leopard. I'm surprised she can get that to fly so well in this wind, but she does it, and wow, 10-footer.
Yeah, she read the wind perfect and put that disc right on the right angle. Going with my chip side widener here just for the approach shot. Just playing a hyzer, trying to fight the wind.
Perfect. Park City. Allison playing scramble golf. Throws the hyzer out and around. And man, it looked like it was in from our vantage point.
Yeah, I thought it was in too from ours. Just a little deep.
Here we got a headwind.
Sarah putting for a birdie. I wanted to see you get that one. That's a good birdie to get.
Didn't really read that wind right. Jess getting the birdie.
Just tapping in the birdie.
Getting the only birdie in the field today on that hole.
Cleaning up some pars.
Everybody else tapping in the par, yeah. Good score on the hole. So Jess, that brings her to under par, leading the field at -1. I'm at 2 over, Allison's at 4, and Nicole at 5.
Here we are at hole 16. It's one of the birdie holes that I think everybody wants to get. It's 207 feet. The marsh is OB though, so you got to play one and get one to sit on the hill at least, or you can have one land behind it.
Yeah, that berm is what, like 10 or 15 feet wide, and then super depth behind it.
Yeah, it's got the rolling hill behind it, so you really got to play it into the hill right here.
And any missed putts on that green also could roll either side, and if they roll on the early side, they could be out of bounds.
Just with a little forehand gator.
Looking good until it goes over the backside. Ah!
All depends where it sits.
I'm throwing a reactor here. Trying to just punch it into the berm and let it skip forward. Headwind turns it over just a little bit, and I'm outside the circle with a really difficult putt. What's new, huh?
I'm going with my meteor, trying to play it a little high, and just didn't commit to the shot fully, and it just hyzers out a little.
And it got this roll. Oh, that's a good roll, though.
Yeah, that roll scared me a little bit.
I thought that was going to turn up and go OB. I'm glad it didn't.
Here's Allie with her gator.
Let's go in. One time.
Oh, there it is. That's the shot we're all looking for.
Yeah, just throw it into the hill and let it bounce up towards the basket.
How about a death putt, Pickle?
Yeah, another death putt.
Oh.
Oh, she sat though.
I also have this awesome death putt.
Oh, off the basket.
Of Jess for a birdie look. Perfect.
Just gets the birdie.
Extending her lead down the stretch.
Allie also getting the birdie.
The only 2 birdies in the field today.
This is one of those ones that you want to get.
Feels like there's about 5 holes that are relatively simple and short enough that any level can get the birdies.
Yes, I agree. They're all kind of the same shot too, so I really do want to just get them.
So Jess going to 2 down. I'm at 2 over. Allison's now at 3 over, and Pickle's at 5.
Here we are at hole 17. This is one of the tougher holes. You got to play one up into the gap up here, and then once you get to the gap, you got to get up and over the hill towards the basket. And the basket's also on a hill, so you got to play with the disc speed again.
And then there's the second part of the hole, which is tricky. Like, choose your own adventure. Like, pick a gap. None of them are big. And look out for those rocks on the landing, because who knows what will happen after they hit them.
Yeah.
But a really beautiful hole. I like this hole. It's a 3.5, though.
Yes.
Jess with the Pharaoh.
Just hits that guardian tree and knocks her down.
Actually, that was her Vulcan. My bad. Vulcan. Allison with the Pharaoh.
Allie with her Pharaoh.
There it is. Trying to take that right side and up.
And she hits that guardian tree too.
That is a huge tree. I'm throwing a plasma relay. Playing a fairway driver because I feel like I can't hit that gap with a distance driver.
Hey, you got by that guardian tree.
And destroyer?
Going with the Pro Destroyer, and I just wanted to follow the other girls and just hit that tree.
And that tree again. I was feeling a little left out there.
Just from the knee.
Heiser with the skip. Wow, hits that gap.
Yeah, gets a great skip
Still
there.
a tough putt for par, but she got way up there. Eagle.
Got my eagle, weaving the trees again.
Oh, wow, another gap hit.
Put myself just inside the circle.
Allie with her wombat. Gets a little tree tickle there. And she's up there.
Yeah, she's putting for par.
I'm throwing a shock, trying to hit one of those, that middle gap. And thank you to the
Little
rocks.
ping pong, and yep, and it parks it. Here's Allie.
Still with a little work here. Oh,
Just hits the tree.
Oh, man, we have not seen a misfire like that from her yet. Jess for par. Now Allie trying to recover, trying to save the bogey.
Ah,
Still just, well, it's a pretty far putt.
yeah, it's
Outside
a tough
the
one.
circle. And now Pickle for par.
And yeah,
Ah, misfire.
definitely a misfire.
Dang, that's the second one in 2 holes.
Yeah,
Or 3 holes.
3 holes.
3 holes. And that's me with the par.
Step up again for my bogey.
Oh,
Just left it a little low.
that hurts.
Gonna tap in for my double bogey. Yeah, that was one of the holes that hurt me a little bit today.
Only 3 threes on this hole today. Myself, Courtney, and Alyssa Pearson.
That's a good 3 to get.
Going into the final hole, Jessica Weese is still in the lead with a -1. I'm at 2, Allie's at 5, and Pickle's at 7. One more hole to go, and it's a doozy.
One more at Pineland Farms. Yeah, hole 18, 505 feet. You got the big Heiser gap right here that you can go around. And then you got to play one really far up this hill and get up as far as you can, because then you got to kind of get another running shot that goes up over the hill again towards the basket. And the basket's going to be tucked away up here, right in the trees. There's also a little sneaky local route I think Sarah ends up taking, right off to the left. We'll check it out.
It's a pump with that hyzer to get the hyzer around the corner and high enough up the hill that you have flat footing to throw another distance shot as far as you can to actually get to the pin. And in practice, I found this little left route. I wasn't even sure if I could legally play it that way, but I'm glad that the TD confirmed that the left side, that little gap right there, is legal. So I threw that left side with a relay.
Yeah, I like that gap. That's the gap I usually go with.
Gives you that flat footing to get a full pump out there to the pin.
Yeah, you can definitely get flat footing.
But Jess, she's got a big hyzer here with her turn, and she's getting basically all the way up the hill, so she does have flat footing where she's at.
Yeah, she's going to have a good run up there. I'm going to have Allie going with her Pharaoh. She also gets a good pump with it.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be on the hill a little bit, but
That's quite a roll.
she'll have a good shot from there. And I'm going to take the hyzer route just to try to get it as high up there as I can. And I put myself kind of on that hill with a little tricky footing.
So you've got like 400 feet of distance to get there.
Yeah, I'm
At
just
this
throwing
point.
a sidewinder, just trying to take a 4 and just move on in the
Yep.
day. Allie going with her Pharaoh. She just left it a little nose up. That's kind of the shot. When you have to run up the hill, it's tough to keep the nose down and keep the power.
Jess going Vulcan. Looking for big distance here. There's the hyzer outright, but she's got to look for birdie about
Yeah.
20 feet.
Inside the circle.
I'm throwing a trace poorly. Throw it a little low and don't get anywhere near where my where I imagined.
There
I
was
would
lots of
get.
swirly wind out there. I was going to go sidewinder, approach up. I ended up having to go turn here because there was so much wind.
Yeah. Allison for her third shot, approaching the pin.
Putting it right there.
Easy little putt to finish. I'm throwing an envy.
Skipping it right up there.
Yeah, not quite what I was looking for, but that's good enough. Now Jess for birdie to finish the round. Oh, air ball left. Dang it.
Yeah, this wind was really a strong headwind right here.
And to save the par off the top. Ugh, I hate finishing rounds like that.
Yeah, I wanted it, but yeah, I'll get it back tomorrow.
I guess it just lights that fire,
Yeah.
right?
Sarah to clean up her par.
Whew, okay. No basket hit there. Just the chains. And Allie for par. Jess also finished with a par to be our leader going after the first day, going into the second round. Jess with a -1. I'm at 2. Allison Haggett is at 5. And Nicole Dionisio is at 7.
Thank you everyone for joining us and watching the coverage. Brought to you by the Disc Golf Pro Tour.
Stay tuned for tomorrow where we'll battle it out at Bittersweet Ridge.
On the Pro Loop.